Oh god, I was gonna sing the song, but I completely forgot what the song was.
Come alive! Come alive! I don't think that's the tune, but it's close enough.
I think it was like, I'm waiting for you to come alive.
You think like a sexual innuendo?
Might be on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 4, Episode 2 of UK.
Yeah, I was like, you gotta say the UK part, otherwise it sounds weird.
Hi, I'm the person who's gonna look at people's lips while they talk, Annie.
And I'm Minty, who can actually name the queens.
Bite me. And welcome to FunUntitled, where we serve every podcast with a little tiny FU.
So this is the second episode, and they're going straight into the girl group challenge. So they split into two groups. Black Pepper, the winner of last week's episode, and Dakota Schiffer, who almost lost last week's episode. I guess she did lose, she just wasn't eliminated. Get to pick their teams.
What do you think about the fact they're doing a dance challenge when normally they do a ball?
I like it. I don't like a ball. I think balls, it's just too many outfits, and I really don't give a crap about these queens. At least with the dancing and singing, you get to see a bit more of their personality, because you see the fashion and the outfits every episode no matter what. So I want to see more personality, more talents, who's the dancers, and yeah.
I feel like the ball is always unfair because most of the queens can't sew.
But it's their fault.
Yeah. I kind of wish the second challenge was an acting challenge, but maybe that's too many wills to give out.
Like in season 7 when none of them were on top. So they have to sing to a quote-unquote rock song to come alive, and it was Triple Threat by Black Pepper versus Queens of the Bone Age by Dakota. I'm like, what's the reference?
You gotta be British to get it, man.
It was like Frock Destructors, like, or Destroyers. Like, oh my god, that name's so great. I'm like, I have no idea.
So it was kind of separated to what I would call like the looks queens on the left and the more the comedy or unique queens on the right.
The misfits.
So let's just get it straight into it. It was a weird challenge, y'all. Again, I think I'm still on the high of All-Star, of everyone doing really well. So when I watch something where like one team completely flops, I'm like, oh.
It was weird, right? Because if you look at the lineup, you would have thought Triple Threat was much better, which is a super basic name.
I like how like, oh, we're a triple threat, but there's 5 of us. No, I think it's just a saying. It's like, you don't really know what triple threat means, y'all.
Because you guys clearly weren't the triple threat.
So, just going down the line, first the team captain, Black Pepper. I think she was good, but like they said, she did way too much.
You thought she was the Beyonce of a group of Destiny Child?
Sometimes. I wonder, that episode I saw where one of the queens got knocked off points for being really good and not helping her other teammates was a fever dream, because I feel like that happened once and never again.
I feel like it has happened many times, but I think that one you're thinking specifically was like the most dramatic. You know what? I want to say it was a UK season 2.
Oh.
Not like season 2, but like it was also in UK.
I don't know, I want to say it was Electra Shock in Australia.
Oh, maybe. You could be right.
Because, you know, she overcompensated.
Are we gonna talk about the runway look as well then?
Yeah, sure.
Neon lights. I actually really like Black Pepper's look. I like the big hair and the big hat. It was a bit simple though.
Big Bird is gone missing. Someone find Big Bird. No, I just feel like none of the queens really did neon lights as a theme. You know, just like, oh yeah, we got some neon colors.
Yeah, I think it's just a pun.
I know, but like, you could have done something more than just a bright yellow suit.
Then Baby. I thought she did okay. I don't know if she really excelled like they make her out to be.
She was the best in the group, but I do think that we don't focus enough on the fact where she's like, I'm very disappointed in my group.
Oh my god, we should talk about that. It's like kind of funny, but also kind of cringy.
It's like, this was a lot to me, and you guys made me look bad, and it's like, bitch, USA, what the fuck?
Also, you were the choreographer, so maybe you should have done something simpler for better execution. It was with Triple Threat, like, was so ambitious with like literally everything, the lyrics and the dancing, not the looks though.
Oh yeah, real fast. So Triple Threat, did you like the whole black outfits with little pops of pink?
No, you know me, I like more colors. Not that I necessarily like the Queens of the Bone Age doing green tiger looks.
I don't know, it's just something about Triple Threat was a little weird. Like, it kind of had K-pop vibes, but not really.
This is what I said while we were watching. If you had to rate them from a 1 being the worst and 5 to the best, I feel like each member got 1 number. And so it was just very disjointing to see a spectrum of talent in terms of dancing.
But what about Baby's runway? Well,
they should have read her.
Michelle, I love it. Me, are you sure? Graham Norton, too much. Yeah, he got it.
It was a lot. It didn't even have a theme. There was nothing like bringing it together. And nobody read her?
I don't know, some kind of weird narrative they're trying to do.
I guess. Smithy dropped. She definitely had dancing problems. It's just out of it.
Smitty Drop, though, faked it really well. Like, 40 girls dancing, and she was just doing her own damn thing. She wasn't just a deer in headlights, unlike another queen on the other team.
I don't know. And then, like, she literally only had a skirt. Smithy Drop honestly should have been on the bottom instead of John Best.
Smitty Drop just kind of pissed me off, where she's like, I have to go in this silhouette. What else do you want me to do? Like, just be some, like, old fuddy-duddy? And it's like, there is so many goddamn outfits you could pick. And you think the two options is Little House on the Prairie and being a whore?
It was weird that they're just calling her out on episode 2.
That's weird.
Right, like Bosco got to go, even Go and Kimi Katoi both got to go like 4 episodes with the panty and bra look before being called out.
And Miss Vanjie made it to the final 4 before they were like, you seriously gotta stop with the cat tans.
But again,
Oh, the bodysuits?
I think this is biases. Katans was Bianca.
Oh, gotcha.
But what are they supposed to do? They already have the outfits.
I'm guessing they get to go to Walmart before every challenge to try to change up their outfit and elevate it.
You can't sew. Then John Best, yeah, she couldn't lip sync. I'm usually bad at telling if a queen can't lip sync, but if I could tell, then anybody could tell.
John Best was funny because when we was watching it, you were like, wait, is that syncing off for this video? Because it's happening with our YouTube. And I was like, no, even if you try to resync the audio with the mouth, there's just too many words. I don't know why these girls are like, let's rap 100 words a miles per hour.
I think that's because of rock song. You know what's weird? Triple Threat, when they sang it, it felt more like a rock song. But when the Queens of the Bone Age sang, I felt like it was more like alternative punk or alternative rock.
I couldn't stand Queen of the Bone Age more, but
Yeah, because it's slower. Rock songs are like loud, screaming at you, putting a lot of words in. Alternative rock is more like Linkin Park. I will admit though, I don't really like John Best's orange painter look. That was just like, I never liked the painted look.
she had a weird helmet on.
Yeah. And then Starlet, you know what's hard? She's just dead in the face even outside of like performing. Like confessionals, she just looks at you with this dead eye. I mean, like, I don't know, she's got like a shit ton of Botox she puts like on every hour of the day, but her face just doesn't change.
She's so pretty. She's so pretty that everyone told her just make that face forever, and she took it to heart. And to the point where she got those stupid facial tapes. And I'm like, girl, maybe we take the tape off during the lip sync challenge.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like, oh, it doesn't help that I can't move my face too well because of the tape. And it's like, they're not doing you any favors. It looks really weird when the blush is over the tape and you just see the rectangle.
Yeah, I never realized the tape would even go that far. I've only seen like the behind the eyes.
Oh.
You know, like the area between your eyes and your ears.
I think I saw a Jenna Marbles of like all the neat things you can do with facial tape. I personally don't get, like, I think she's just very self-conscious. That's why she was talking about like my voice. I don't like hearing it. And then I guess I don't like my face. She needs more confidence.
Yeah, get that Crystal Versace surgery done.
Jeez.
And then her look was okay. I feel like it had a lot of potential, but I think I needed more. Like I needed more yellow fluff and more colors. Like go weird with it.
Now she was the pink devil, right?
Right.
Why was the yellow fluff? And does that remind you of anyone? Like a pink horned monster with yellow like stripes or
I
tufts?
feel like it does, but I
Right?
can't name it.
I can't. Maybe Yo Gabba Gabba?
That's what I'm saying. She needed more colors and more stuff. Alright, then Queens of the Bone Age. Okay, let's be honest. Their performance wasn't that memorable, so I'd rather go through these queens much more quickly.
Honestly, there's no one I really want to talk about except one thing. But like, when a queen went up to sing, went up to bat, whatever, and was dancing, their dancing was a little bit better than Triple Threat. But the thing that was really disjarring was the backup dancers didn't really dance. They just kind of stood, and sometimes the bearded queen came out between someone's legs.
That was cool.
So it's just like, you know, I'm gonna give more to you, Queen of the Bone Age, because each queen shined, unlike the other team where, like, we had to watch Black Pepper do a barrel roll.
Barrel.
Barrel roll.
So Dakota Schiffer, she started off strong actually, starting the performance. And then I do like her yellow Pokemon Lisa look. I wish there was one more color. Like, I honestly wish she had black hair. Not to really make the reference, but I feel like black would have been more stark. Otherwise, she was just really a blob.
No, I don't get why we picked the worst Elisa outfit.
Puffy Jack. I mean, you know, if you're trying to make a reference, you're gonna use the fashion icon.
It was one of the first times someone's like, oh, this is based off video games or anime, I was like, yes, I see it.
Yeah, because it's a direct copy.
And plus, welcome Sakura left too soon. Doing a ball challenge, no less.
I know, right? I did like a tennis ball hair look. That's kind of cool. I mean, I will admit her dress itself was weird, but the wig was cool. That should have been enough. If you have a gimmick that's really cool, that should be enough sometimes. Danny Beard, I'm not really impressed with Danny Beard.
Is her name a pun off the song Danny Boy?
Could be. I have no idea.
Yeah, I didn't really care about hers.
Lefil, more like Lefil Queen. She's loud, but like other than that, I just don't find her very appealing, even though she's Asian.
Now, she made a reference for all the pop culture fans of Naomi Campbell picking up poop.
Yeah, like, was she arrested? Or is there like pictures of her on the highway picking up trash, or was it like adopted by Naomi Campbell?
I think she was just walking her dog.
Maybe? But like in an orange, it felt like a neon jumpsuit that like prisoners wear. I don't know the reference. I don't know enough about Naomi Campbell.
I think she made the soup.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Cheddar Georges. I really like her.
I'm surprised she did well this challenge, but I do think it's funny when she got out of breath near the end.
I really liked her rainbow mushroom look. Like that was really
that's like your
cool.
aesthetic.
Yeah, Boris, her looks have been really cool.
So far, she's a freaky queen who's not irritating.
Yeah.
So rare to find them. Sharon Needles, I don't think was irritating, but I think she was really bland.
I mean, it's kind of like your first time seeing alternative drag on the RuPaul Drag Race scene. Well, season 4 though.
Is Sharon Needles cancelled?
You're not supposed to be talking about her because I think she's like transphobic and some other stuff.
Okay.
But I've never seen a video that fully explains. I'm sure it's out there. Then Pixie Polite, also another queen that's just not very memorable.
She's the one I just want to talk about real fast of the deer and headlights.
Oh.
Like, she legit was the worst one in this group, and she was like, this is such a proud accomplishment for me because, like, it shows that I belong here. And it's like, bitch, so many times you looked at the others just to see what you need to do, and you still didn't do it.
Which is weird because wasn't she saying she's in a girl group with Tia Kofi?
Yeah, well, we saw Tia Kofi.
No, apparently she is like loomed.
Oh, has she?
Like her career has set off.
Yeah, I figured she would be a Miss Vanjie.
And then Carpet Top, what can we say?
I don't remember her outfit.
It was boring. Her performance was boring. Everything about her has just been so far boring. I mean, she's got like a pantomime aesthetic to her, I guess.
Oh, I remember now.
Yeah. It's like the blue, orange, old British kind of revolutionary kind of days. It's weird. I don't, like how like we name our American timeline and we name the British timeline, but I couldn't tell you what matches what. Like what was both like in the year like 1886. What would you call either of them?
I didn't know we named our American timeline. Like the Industrial Evolution?
Yeah, stuff like that. I'm not saying like formal names, but like the casual names, like before the Civil War or after the Civil War. You know what I mean? Like when like the cotton gin was made.
When was Alexander Hamilton alive?
Basically.
So, now do you agree when they announced that Jobness Blonde and Starlet was on the bottom?
No, I thought it should have been Starlet and Smithy Drop.
Yeah, sometimes, as we saw with last year's Australia, when, what's that queen's winner name?
Spanky Jackson?
When Spanky Jackson, sometimes if you fake it enough, you can get through.
Well, because a lot of it is about charisma and confidence, and they seem to be weeding out the queens that don't have that. But I'm like, shouldn't you weed them out in the audition?
I mean, after 20 takes, you're gonna say those lines with a lot of confidence. It's hard to see during the audition tape.
I wonder if it's just like, again, purposely picking filler queens or queens that they know will like bring a lot of attention, even just in a promo look. And honestly, that's all you need. Because Starlet's looks are very polished and very nice. But like after seeing her performance twice now, it's like, oh, that's a Weekends at Bernie's reference.
Terrible.
So dang funny.
So Starlet dances to the song.
Like a dead person.
Yeah.
Sorry. To the song About You Now.
Yeah, and we're like, did Demi Lovato sing a cover of this? Why do we know this song but we never heard this song?
Yeah.
We should have looked that up. So she started dancing, she took off her little devil horns, but then didn't move. So I was like, did we have to show it all, Starlet?
To be fair, John Best did not do that much better.
I thought John Best did way better than Starlet. Are you
I
kidding
think
me?
just because you crawl on the ground doesn't necessarily make it better. But I feel like, not that you always have to be doing movements to do a good job, but like when the beat drops, you have to like put out the good move, and they don't do that.
I like John Best. I don't know if just in comparison to Starlet just standing there like a dead fish. But I like John Best. I think she did a flip. No, maybe she's not.
Or cartwheel? Someone did something. I know Starlight did the death drop, but it was like the slowest death drop. I was like, what happened to gravity? I guess it doesn't work on corpses.
And thus, Michelle Visage said, "Get that corpse out of my runway." And Starlight had to go home when she didn't do a final goodbye.
There's gotta be a list out there of all the queens who's never done like a final thing. Like, would you consider Pangina heels because all she did was cry?
No, she said something in Taiwanese, like
Taiwanese.
whatever culture she is, and I think she like apologized before she left, and then she went out to cry in the back.
That's true. But there's like at least 2 other queens.
Yeah, I just can't remember them. I know one of them wasn't sad; she was just pissed.
You count Ginny Lemon? She walked off.
I don't count Jenny Lemon. I maybe. So that's it for this week's episode of Drag Race. Next week we will do a ball themed after Thing 1 and Thing 2 from Dr. Seuss.
That'd be cool.
I mean, they're doing it in Paris, all we know.
Alright, see ya.